Hey there, I'm going to be playing some jeskai artifacts today. So it's the same deck I've been using for artifacts with the simulacrum synthesizers, really finding your way to wins, making these construct tokens when we have mana value 3 or greater artifacts enter. United Battlefronts help us to find all our artifacts. Repurposing Bay, it can turn our whole deck into a toolbox where we're just finding the right answers we need. And then we've got some interaction and some card draw for our mana value 2 and 3 artifacts with one Soul Guide Lantern to help us deal with the graveyard and an Authority of the Consuls. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right on in there and just play some best of one rank jeskai artifacts today. See how we can do out here. Alrighty. I think I just got a mulligan this. Only 2 lands were United Battlefronts, the win con, and having the... what's it called? I think I just tossed a Plains here. And I had the Fire Crystal in my hand as well, so mulliganing is kind of just better to not have a card than it is to have the Fire Crystal, so happy to take a mulligan there. Hopefully we can find the blue source with this hand. And I will just play the Temple of Enlightenment now. Be more concerned about getting my Repurposing Bay down than the Clay-Fired Bricks for now. We'll keep the land on top so I can go turn 3 Bay, turn 4 United Battlefront. If they put a lot on this Veteran Survivor, then I will snare it instead. So it's just going to be a 3-1 for now, so good to cast Repurposing Bay here. That way I can kind of curve into Repurposing Bay now, and then do a United Battlefront next turn, and then the turn following I can use Clay-Fired Bricks and Repurposing Bay on it. Okay, they'll Shelter by Ghosts away my Repurposing Bay then. And I won't be able to pay the ward, so if I hit a Star Cage, either draw it here, or if not, well, I guess Spring-Loaded Saw Blades totally works out. It has ward 2, so I'll just use the Spring-Loaded Saw Blades, pay the ward, and take out this Veteran Survivor. It's getting very large, and I'd like my Repurposing Bay back, so that works out for me. So Skyward Spider, and another Veteran Survivor. I think I will just go find me a Pinnacle Star Cage, take away their 2 creatures. Taking a sec. There we go. Star Cage away both these creatures, and then cast off the Clay-Fired Bricks. Kind of just playing control for now against the Aura's deck. Eventually they're just going to run out of creatures, and I'm going to be able to keep playing, so it's worth going for. Creates a 1-1, and they've got a Seam Rip. Just take away my Clay-Fired Bricks. Glad to have a Star Cage in hand. We'll go for the United Battlefront here. If I get something mana value 2, I'll be able to use the Repurposing Bay on it. I think I just grab a Snare here. Question is, what do I want to... I guess I could snare the Seam Rip. Then I guess it doesn't really matter. I think I can use the Pinnacle Star Cage now, and they'll just concede to that. So yeah, just the Aura's deck runs out of gas, and then it kind of can't do anything. So happy to get a good win right there. Let's see what we can find in the next game here. This hand, I think I just have to mulligan. I don't have the blue source, I don't have the win condition. This one feels a lot better. I'll toss a Spring-Loaded Saw Blades. Just go throw a Tapland down. Got a mirror match going here. Go ahead and cast my own Clay-Fired Bricks. Find me a land. Okay, they do nothing and pass. I think I'm gonna try to resolve the repurposing bay. If they've got the counterspell, they've got the counterspell. Usually you don't see counters with the artifact stack, but they do have 3 steps ahead for it. They're also running a stock up. Okay, this might just not be artifacts then. This could just be a Azorius control deck. Well, I draw into the Mistrise Village now, so a little late for it, but go ahead and pass. See if I can stop drawing some lands and maybe get some stuff that I could win the game with. Starcade is not that. I consult the star charts, go find even more cards. Another Play Fired Bricks comes. Go to my turn, and I once again don't get anything helpful. They're gonna keep consulting the star charts and keep drawing even more cards. The draws are just not going my way right now. They've got a Beza. Snare away Beza. Probably fine. I think I want to at least try to draw off the relic. If they want to use a counterspell on it, I think we're okay with that as well. Isn't a very good time for repurposing bay. I think I'd rather just wait till next turn. So we'll go uncounterable Perilous Snare, try to get this Beza off. Well, they're just discarding and then passing. I think I go for uncounterable repurposing bay now. I will find me a synthesizer. Could just be running Ultima and I'm gonna lose the game when they find it, but we'll see how I do for now. Don't really need either of those, and I'd really like to find some battlefronts. Because I probably only resolve 1 cast per turn for the rest of the game with the... I have my 1 of Mistrise Village out. Opponent's taking a think here. So, no max hand size for the rest of the game. I don't remember what else this does. Just draw 7 and you have no max hand size for the rest of the game. Okay, well, let's see here. How many casts could I get off? I think I can go Star Cage Snare. That'll make me 2 tokens, and then I can use my repurposing bay on a Star Cage. That makes me a 3rd. Or I use it on the snare here. Go. Focusing Bay away the snare. Get my third creature. Back. And that just wins. Let's go. Glad to be able to get that win there. Mysterized Village put in a ton of work there. That's why there's a 1-of in it. It's to help against that counterspell control matchup, but I'm glad I found it against that deck, so huge win for me. Go ahead and find some more games here. See what else we can find. This hand is really good other than the fire crystals in it. I think I just keep it. No fire crystal would make this better, but I'm not gonna mulligan and hope I find something like this again. Just we got both colors, 2 lands, the Clayfired Bricks makes a 3rd land, and a Simulacrum Synthesizer to play, so I would like to keep it. Opponent's going down to 5 for a tapped Hallowed Fountain. Emberheart Challenger. I think I'm gonna just cast Clayfired Bricks. If they put more of their cards, like if they play 2 or 3 cards, I'm probably just gonna cast the Star Cage and hold on to the Synthesizer for now. We got double pumps, gonna hit me for 10. That's very spooky. Play a Braided Net. Gets the mono red, it's not bad ever, so I think I just get a Braided Net down. And then hopefully I can use that for 3 turns, keep me from losing. Okay, got the turn inside out as well. Guess they could just have a fling. It would win the game here, huh? And they do. Alright, well, gonna take a hard loss to the red aggro deck. Well, that'll happen, so. Should have gone for the Star Cage, I guess. There's no way to know what they have, so it's kind of a hard choice there. But if they don't have another creature, the Star Cage probably wins me the game. I don't know, though. They could draw into the creature at any time. Like, just take a hard loss there, and we'll find our next game. We'll definitely keep this hand. Got the Simulacrum Synthesizers are great. I think I could get away with going red on a Multiversal Passage. I think I'd just go white, though. Well, more white sources. I guess I didn't need the white. I probably should have just gone blue. But we'll use a relic, and then we're going to go for this synth this turn. Opponent's holding up just swamps right now. I'd like some mana value 3 stuff, or a Battlefront would obviously be ideal. Cast a Feedrich Core out. I think I just go for the second synth here. Make my first token. Scry the Fire Crystal at the bottom for sure. Don't need a Verge. I've got Clayfired Bricks if I need to find some lands, so. Hopefully I just draw something mana value 3. Perilous Snare would be ideal. Not what I get, so we're gonna go for a Relic instead. And then I get a Braided Net, but I don't have the blue source to play it, so regretting making the passage white instead of blue. See if maybe they'll attack with this Bloodletter. I'll be able to kill it with the Spring-Loaded Saw Blades. They're saying good game. I don't know. Does that just mean they have the deal half your life total thing? Yeah, they do. So I will lose the game. Okay. That is rough for me. Just bloodletter into it, so that sucks. We'll go ahead and find another game, though. So yeah, they get to the 5 mana, had turn 4 bloodletter, and then turn 5 I just lose, so unfortunate. Happy to keep this. Got the mana value 2 with a repurposing bay is always good. Down my tapped land first. We'll go blue source into the Quickfire Bricks. Shocking the Hollowed Fountain kind of suggests they have the No More Lies. I don't really want to wait though, so I'm going to try for a repurposing bay. I have a second repurposing bay, and they had abandoned attachments, not No More Lies, so it was the right call to cast there. Okay, nothing really to play here. I think I just activate a repurposing bay, go find me a synthesizer. I'll keep my next bay on top. And I will throw down the passage on red. That way if I end up drawing into my Mistraz village, I have my mountain, so it will enter untapped. Here comes a tablet. Very tempted to just go braided net and then craft it here, which I think that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go braided net, activate a repurposing bay on it. I could activate the repurposing bay, or I could just craft with my Quickfire Bricks here. Give me another enters the battlefield trigger, making me a second construct token. And then now I'm threatening to go next turn just use my repurposing bay. They'll kill off the 1 token with the combustion technique, but I at least have 1 token now. I could activate with a repurposing bay and resolve a repurposing bay would be enough to win. Got the 7 mana for a Jeskai Revelation though, which would obviously slow me down. Kill off my token, go with my synthesizer. Guess I just go synth now. I'll scry. I don't really need either of those, because Starcage is the only one worth considering. Then we will shock in the Hollowed Fountain, cast a Pinnacle Starcage, get both their tokens dealt with, get me a token on the battlefield. Eventually they gotta run out of Jeskai Revelations, right? Artist Talent and another tablet. Got 22 life now, though. So I'm back down to 20. Just to get a stock up through. Got 2 red still, so the combustion technique would kill my constructs, kind of regardless how big I get them. But I'm looking at casting a synthesizer, which, yeah, it's not really worth even thinking about doing anything else. I'm just going to cast a synthesizer, and then I'm going to use a repurposing bay to craft one of my, to turn one of my mana value 3. I think just I'll grab this Starcage. And then that'll make me 3 tokens. That should be enough to kill them. And they are tapped out now, so I think this just wins. From Starcage into the Fire Crystal, will make me 2 more. Attack with 3/8. Great win right there. Glad I didn't see Jeskai Revelation into Jeskai Revelation, but yeah, that was a great win right there. Just if we can get a few more games in here. I'm okay to keep this. Nothing mana value 2, so I'm kind of sitting there twiddling my thumbs till turn 3, but I've got a lot of good win condition stuff here, so happy to keep it. This life gain, I kind of need to wait to find my Pinnacle Star Cages, but we'll see if I can. Being on the play is big against this deck. Another Sanctifier. Got a ton of life gain coming. If I just go for the synth, try and scry a land to the top. Okay, neither of you were a land, so I'm going to pass on both of those. I'm really looking for the land. I want to cast this United Battlefront. If I don't, I have a snare, so if they end up with something that's a bigger threat, I could use that. I could also just, I think that if they don't, I will just go for my next synthesizer, though. I'm going to get a lot of Explore triggers here. This is just ward, pay 3 life. I can go for the Braided Net here, would give me... Well, I guess the Synth will give me a blocker anyways. I think that's what I'll go for. Just go Synth, make a blocker. I want the untapped land. And then I cast this Battlefront and really hope I find a Star Cage. They're going to deal so much damage this turn, though. It's going to hit me for 4, and then another 4 when they attack, so I'm going to take 8 here. I'm going to attack with the Sanctifiers, so I'm definitely just going to try to save as much life as I can. Puts me down to 10. Star Cage off this Battlefront probably just wins for me. Cleans up their whole board. They're kind of stuck with nothing. But I do kind of need the Star Cage off this Battlefront, though. Let's go. Never didn't have it. Went absolutely perfectly. Now I will make myself 4 constructs, and I will pass the turn. Only got the 1 creature, and they won't be able to gain life off of it. Now we just cast Braided Net. Yeah, just get the win there. Happy to see the victory. I think I'll get probably just 1 more game in, and then I'll call it after this one. Been going very well with artifacts today, though, so happy to see it. I'm going to keep this for sure. Lava Clay Fired Bricks into the Repurposing Bay is always nice, so I'm going to throw down a Hollowed Fountain tap. Just Rakdos aggro? Just Goblins probably? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, well, cast Clay Fired Bricks, gave me a little bit of life. There's a chance they get enough Goblins on the board that it's worth it to just go Star Cage next turn. Pretty common to want to go Star Cage, Snare, and then go Repurposing Bay and use it on the same turn, but I won't have anything mana value 2 to grab if I use a Star Cage, so. Okay, they just pass. I mean, I'm not holding any blue mana, so I don't really need to worry about a counterspell. Goblin Surprise and just make 2 new goblins. They will pass the turn as well. Let's see what they've got here, though. Starcage is becoming much more tempting now. Sephiroth to get a bunch of sacrifice triggers off. So I have the option to just snare away Sephiroth. Makes a lot of sense to me. Then I can just put down a tapped land. Hope they don't have anything here. On my following turn, I can use a Repurposing Bay on my Clay-Fired Bricks to find me a Simulacrum Synthesizer, cast a Pinnacle Starcage. So hopefully they just have mana value 1, 2, or tokens. I'm gonna sacrifice that creature. Ping me for another 1. And have another Sephiroth in their hand anyways. 2 more damage. I'm more worried about the Sephiroth, so I'm just going to go for a snare instead of the Starcage here. I'm going to go ahead and find me a synthesizer. I don't really want either of those. I think it just passed. And then we will cast a Perilous Snare, take the Sephiroth away, get me a blocker. Got 1 red or black. Try to Hex away my construct. Pinging again. Can make even more goblins now. So I just go Starcage and then cast a Relic. Requiting Hex their own creature so they can get the 2 death triggers and hit me for 2 more damage. Let's see if they can sneak through here. Okay, well, seeing as I got nothing there, I guess they'll concede now, so we get a good win. Let's go. That's huge. Yeah, I'm thinking I could just cast this United Battlefront, and I also could use the Repurposing Bay, but I need to see if I can find, maybe if I Battlefront into a Starcage, then I'm just got the win this turn, but we gotta see what my opponent's able to do about it, so yeah, glad to get the win, though. It's going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I've been loving it, and the artifacts went great today, so huge wins. Thank you for watching.